Let's bring in Matt Bryson, Senior Vice President of Research at Wedbush Securities. Matt, welcome. Good to have you with us. Is this chip from Intel a game changer either for Intel or for the sector?
I don't think so. This is the third iteration of this chip. And when you think about where Nvidia is getting all of its business, it's not through, for the most part, the OEMs that were mentioned by Intel when they talked about where the chip was going to get sold. Rather, you've had Nvidia tell us that 50% of their businesses, the cloud service providers, they've mentioned before that social media is a major end market. All of those buyers are buying through ODMs for the most part. I would suggest that 80% plus of NVIDIA's business is those large type customers that Intel doesn't have yet.
Right. This feels like it's more about Intel than it is NVIDIA. And Matt, and I just wonder if you think that Pat Gelsinger is trying to bite off too much. He's trying to create a foundry business essentially from scratch, and he's also trying to keep up with some of the other big players in AI at this point. Can you do it all?
I think it's really hard to do it all. Now having said that, for Intel, I think the most important piece to get right is the fab piece. If you can get the fab piece right, you can get your costs down. You can compete in your core markets, which are PCs and standard compute for servers. And then I think you have an opportunity to go after AI. And Intel does have a larger architectural shift ahead. They have a product called Falcon Shores coming out in 2025. And I think for Intel, if they're going to make it in AI, it's probably that product that makes it or breaks it for them.
It's in such a tricky position because it's trying to keep up with AMD and Nvidia on one hand, but its current business is also being disrupted by some of its biggest customers, right? The mega cap customers. So how does that all shake out? And is that acceleration on the one hand enough to make up for the decline that it's seeing in its more traditional chips?
Again, I think it really comes down to whether they can succeed in foundry and in their fab business. If they can get their fabs right, to some extent, they can be the fab for the new Google chip. They could be the fab for Amazon products.
Well, can it though? Because you've got TSMC and Samsung developing here as well. Why would a company choose to work with Intel when it's so new to this business?
It all depends on how you execute, right? So whoever has the best fabs will win that business, and I think it will take time for Intel to get things right, if they get things right. But then also in their core businesses. So if I'm thinking about developing my own PC chip a la Apple, I may not be able to compete with Intel on price if they have a good fab or if they have a good fab behind their own chip, because they'll be able to get that chip at cost. And so again, I think it all comes down to Intel's work on the fab side, and I think it's still a kind of TBD to figure out whether or not they've gotten things right there.
Is the idea here, I mean, and Christina sort of hinted at it, is the idea that Intel is going to be, to the extent that it competes in these areas, that it is going to compete as the low price provider here, and that's a tough place to make money.
I don't think Intel's goal at the end of the day is to be the low price provider per se. I think their goal at the end of the day is to be both the best fab and the best chip design company. I think in the AI space, Nvidia has such premiums that you can come in well below Nvidia's numbers and still make money. And so I think for Intel, if you can't compete with CUDA, and you don't necessarily have those large customers buying into your solution, there's only so many levers you can pull, and price is one of them.
Yeah, Matt, help me understand the pricing side of this, because I talked to a lot of startups that are trying to take on NVIDIA in San Francisco, produce a more efficient, cheaper priced chip, but they're not gaining traction. So why is it that companies would rather pay more for an Intel? Is it because of the compute power and everything that it provides? Why aren't these lower priced chips, many of which are already on the market, gaining any traction?
Yeah, so I mean, I think people have gotten traction in niches like Cerebras, for instance, has some revenue. Obviously, AMD's getting some traction But you're absolutely right that Nvidia has been able to maintain control of the bulk of the market, and I think a lot of it comes down to CUDA. In creating this ecosystem, and then not only creating the ecosystem but supporting it, so giving universities access to it, creating a whole subset of people within the AI workforce who understand CUDA. I think that Nvidia has created quite a trench. And it's going to take a lot to kind of push them off their position as king of the hill.
Yep. Keyword being ecosystem. That's what they've created. Matt Bryson, thank you very much for those insights.